I think we're going to try the MT-32. It's probably going to be shit, and I'm sorry. So yeah, I mentioned Synergistic Software because they're the people that actually make the games, but you more recognize it probably by Capstone, who are their publishers. The pinnacle of entertainment software, which is how you know this is going to be shit. Ooh. I mean, the sound's much better than Homie the Clown already. Oh, he's serious. Oh. I don't know if you can call it FMV if it's, frozen pictures like that. It's definitely being digitized though. Ooh, yeah, panning. And good, I still have wavelengths open from earlier. Let me turn this the fuck down. There we go, Synergistic Software. Where's Judge Judy? Good lord. Directed by Robert C. Clardy. And game design by Alan C. Clardy. Alan B. Clark even. Wow, I thought that maybe it was a family thing, but... Video by Alan B. Clark. Wow, these credits are really fast. Quality assurance by Ann Dickens Clardy. Okay, so there's a family connection here. Names, family, and places are okay. Hey, is that Jimmy Smits? Press any key to go on. If it gets me closer to Jimmy Smits, yes please. Let's start a new game, everybody. Which character would you like to play? I don't know who's who. I need to find out who Jimmy Smits is. We need to be Jimmy Smits. Jimmy Smits. L.A. Law. Victor! Okay, we're playing as Victor. Come on, Bale or Organo. Is this the character you'd like? Oh, actually, we can see who everyone is. I'll be back with you, mate. You are the one I want to play, but I want to see who Abby Perkins... Is that the blonde lady? No! She looks so serious. Jonathan Rollins. Who's this? Oh, wow. Okay, another serious person. Come on, Victor. Jimmy Smits. He's smoldering. He's really close to the camera as well. The Wrathful Race. I wonder if they all have the different scenarios. Or if, what's that called? You just play as them in that scenario and it changes what you're saying based on who you are. That's an interesting thing to check. Our new okay, we get to voice people. Our new associate. Yeah, we talk like this, right? Has a pretty routine manslaughter case. Let's keep this one simple. There's not much revenue potential here. I think you should get the best deal you can get from the DA's office and let it go at that. No, the Limmerman tax case. Oh my god, there's a fucking time. Okay, so we're already in the game. Okay, display score. Quick game, music game, cancel. Oh, I don't know who to call. Case file. Police report. Witness called emergency dispatch to report blue Pontiac Firebird off-road on Mulholland, just west of Encino Hills Drive. Police and fire units dispatched 21:40 hours. Driver was only occupant. Transported, reported DOA Northridge Hospital at 22:15. Driver ID'd as Edward Bennett at 5:08. Oh god. Wait, the time's going down? Oh, that's not like a, what's it called? I thought it was like 8:59 in the morning. But no, I guess you've got 9 hours to solve this case. Is this actually counting down by minutes? Is this real time? Manslaughter on this, the day of my daughter's wedding? Possibly. Edward Bennett of 8512 Hazeltine Avenue, Panorama City. Witness reported seeing a red Ford Mustang in high-speed race with subject vehicle. Second vehicle did not remain at scene of incident. It's a hit and run. Examination of subject vehicle revealed damage to passenger's side not consistent with other damage caused by vehicle leaving road. Also found in passenger's side damage area were red-colored smudges identified by the police lab as automobile paint. Subsequent investigations identified suspect vehicle as registered to Timothy Murdoch of 5437 Norwich, apartment 201, Sherman Oaks. Anything on my answering machine? No. Consult with Arnold Becker, sure. Yo, Arnie, got a second to talk? It's this case. I think I'm missing something. Check out the wife. A bereaved widow looking for a shoulder to cry on might say something you can use. Besides, she may be a looker. Oh yeah, and check out the insurance angle. She might not be as bereaved as she looks. Thanks, Arnie? Ooh, I can consult with everyone. Ooh, did that eat a chunk of my time? It probably did. Fuck it, who cares? Oh, hi. Say, Tom, I knew a new angle on the case. What do you think? Check the medical examiner's report. You said they were at the bar. If the dead guy had a high blood alcohol count, it would certainly help your case. Oh, I've got to get that guy off. Okay. I getcha. This is my office. Make a cursory search, 15 minutes. Ooh, spend an hour doing research. Use up to 2 hours doing research. Do an exhaustive, in-depth study. Cancel. Okay, that was Arnold. We spoke to Arnold. Ooh, there's more officers. Grace Van Owen, sure. Hi. Hello, Grace. Could you look over this case with me for a moment? I could use some advice. This evidence is against your client. He's probably guilty. I wouldn't sweat it if he had to do a little time. I'm so high right now. Stewart, you got a minute? I thought you might be able to shed some light on this case. I'm not the guy you should be asking for advice on this case. Well, thanks. You took up 10 minutes. Hey. Pardon me, Douglas. Do you have a suggestion on the approach I should take with the case? I advise you to make the best deal for your client that you can. Don't get too involved in these cases. Think of it as a job. You mean like it is? Okay. Preparation finished. Go to trial. Visit opposing counsel. Go to the police station. Let's go to the police station. Oh. Yeah. Oh, hey, lady. Can I visit the client? I would like to visit my client. Wait here. I'll get someone to escort you. And you got the bail reduced? That's great. I'm going crazy in here. So what you want to ask me? How well did you know Eddie Bennett? We went to the same high school. I hang out at the bar where his wife works. He hangs out there a lot, too. We both like fast cars, so we got to talking. Any reason you might want him dead? Hey, whose side are you on? No way, like I said, I drove just fine. He's the one who hit me. Tell me again, what happened? We were racing. He banged his car into mine. Then we went off a cliff. No way did I force his car off. The guy was a lousy driver. He couldn't handle the speed and lost control. Why would he want to sideswipe you? Like I said, he couldn't handle the speed. This guy was a lousy driver. We should cut a deal with the DA. What kind of deal? Plead guilty to a lesser crime. No way, I'm innocent. What kind of ambulance chaser are you? Don't worry, everything's fine. Gotta go, bye. Can I talk to I'd like to talk to Detective Solano. Hey, she's not here right now. Try again later. I don't know if it's a she. I'm just gonna say, Detective Solano ain't here. Try again later. Okay, I return back to the office. Da-da. It's like a weird bit of there that sounds a little like the wedding march. Visit opposing counsel. Let's go back across town. Yeah. Oh, hi. I need to talk to you about the Murdoch case. What's to talk about? The two men argued at the bar where Bennett's wife worked. A witness said both men got into their cars and left the car lot together at high speed. Bennett's car was obviously sideswiped by Murdoch's. Tire marks confirm Bennett's car went over a cliff immediately after the sideswipe. It's an open and shut case. Do you have any witnesses to the accident? Here are the copies of all the reports. Witnesses, medical examiners, everything. Read them and weep. Thanks, I'll try not to get too emotional. You should urge your client to accept the deal, you know. We'll see, I'll be in touch. Back across town. I like that I have this game turned down to less than 25%, and every time we travel, it cranks itself up. It's just like, you want to hear more of this. No. Wait. Oh, hello. Okay, so yep. Questioning of the suspect at his residence led to a warrant being obtained from Judge Mary Hardcourt to search the suspect's garage. A vehicle matching the description was found with damage to the driver's side consistent with a sideswipe or sideswipe collision. Police lab identified paint samples from the suspect's vehicle as identical to the sample found on the victim's vehicle. A warrant for the arrest of Timothy Murdoch on suspicion of manslaughter was issued on 13th of October. Suspect was advised of his rights and taken into custody without incident and detained pending trial. Defendant's statement. Edward Bennett and I were racing in our cars westbound on Mulholland's Drive about 9:30 on the 11th of the 10th. Mr. Bennett's car was on the outside towards the cliff's edge. Without any warning, Mr. Bennett swerved his car into mine. This collision is what caused the damage to my car. Mr. Bennett then swerved the other direction, left the road, and disappeared down into a ravine. When I agreed to race Mr. Bennett, I did not foresee any serious accident or fatality. As a result of my action, I did not cause the collision, nor did I force Mr. Bennett's car off the road. These were both essentially the result of Mr. Bennett's driving, or other factors beyond my control. Here we go. Medical examiner's report. Edward Bennett died, 10:15 on the 11th of the 10th. Cause of death, subject died of multiple internal injuries of the torso incurred when subject impacted with steering column of automobile. No indication of heart attack or brain seizure. Descriptions: he was a Caucasian male, 5 foot 11 inches in height, 193 pounds, tattoo of a mermaid on the upper left arm, scar in lower abdomen indicating removal of appendix, X-ray revealed a fracture of the humerus dating back to childhood, contents of stomach revealed to be a meal of steak, lobster, steak and lobster, potato, lettuce, and chocolate cake. Abnormally high white cell count indicating infection or blood disorder. Ew. Alcohol level of 0.01. So he wasn't drunk, but he had an infection or blood disorder. Intriguing. No indication of drugs. I'm Robert Rayfield, Assistant Medical Examiner. Alright, Sandra Michaels. My name is Sandra Michaels. I've been living at 65390 Orchard Street. I am, a waitress at the Alibi Tavern. What a funny name for a tavern. Let's call it an alibi. Oh my god, that's one of my favorite, Rowan Atkinson sketches, where, Angus Deaton's playing a, attorney that taught himself the law from reading books, so he doesn't know how to pronounce anything. So instead of calling it an alibi, he calls it an alibi. It's like, the alibi? What's an alibi? I don't understand what the question is. Oh god, I love that sketch. I'm a waitress at the Alibi Tavern. Let's call it Alibi because it's really tickling my fancy. Last Tuesday night, I was working my shift and Eddie Bennett and Tim Murdoch were in there. I served them each a beer. That was a little bit before 9 because I remember looking at the clock and thinking I still had 4 more hours on my feet. Anyway, I went back a little later to ask the big spenders if they want another round. Only I never asked them because they were having a big argument. Seemed real upset, so I backed off. I mean, really. It's not like these guys were going to make it worth my while to butt in. I think they were arguing about Eddie's wife, Christine. She works at the Alibi too, but she was off that night. Tim seemed to have a thing for her too. She didn't like it at first, but lately she and Tim have been a lot friendlier. I don't think Eddie knew about it, but maybe he had found out. Oh, Joe Flandry. Hello, Dee Dee. You've missed us hacking Inspector Gadget, but we're now having a fiddle-faddle with LA Law, the game. Oh, I don't know, what's the alibi about you? My name's Joe Flandry. Fuck it, his name's now Tar. I live on 63024 121 First Street. Fuck, I can't read. I got the dyslexia. Just off Mulholland Drive. Is that 121st Street? That's 121st place, even. That night of the accident up there, I was sitting in my living room watching TV. That's how I know it was about 9:30. I was looking for the remote. Can't stand that show on Channel 10. You know, the one with just all the screaming little kids? Anyway, I'm just sitting there, waiting for the commercials to end, and I hear these tires squealing. I look out my window, and here's this red Mustang and a blue Firebird racing like crazy. Couldn't tell you what year they was. Mustang had him beat, though, I could tell you that. Then, pow! I hear them smack off each other, and that's when the Firebird jumps off the cliff. No way someone's gonna survive going over that cliff. Never saw the red car come back or nothing. Mustang just kept on driving, so I calls 911 and the cops and the fire truck get out here real fast. Pretty exciting stuff. Too bad they didn't put on something like that on TV instead of those screaming brats. Oh, I was still reading that. Okay, here we go. Do I have to have a PI check into anything? Tom recommends Joe Spinozzi. Christine Bennett, wife of the deceased, get a copy of the medical examiner's report from the DA. Got that part. Joe Flandry, witness at the accident. Sandra Michaels, witness to the accident. Call medical examiner's office. How do I call the medical examiner's office? Oh my god, I have to ring them? Jeez. I'm like, okay, let's see. Oh, there in this extras folder there is the phone directory. I can call people. Okay, so I'm gonna call Christine Bennett. Let me hang up first. So this is the wife. 622. Oh, can I type with my keyboard? 3, 4, 8, 9. Fu and I would have really loved it if we could have used the numpad. Hello. Hello, Christine Bennett. Yes. My name is Victor. It's Victor. I'm an attorney at Mackenzie Brackett Man, representing Timothy Murdoch in the case of your husband's death. Could you come to my office this afternoon in the next 4 hours to answer some questions? Yes, I could come now if that's okay. If you know what I mean by come. Yes, that would be fine, thank you. No problem, bye. Oh, hi. Thank you for coming, Mrs. Bennett. No problem, I want to help. Did Murdoch know your husband well? No, not very well. They talked a couple of times at the bar. Did you know what your husband and Mr. Murdoch were arguing about? No, I wasn't at the bar at the time. Do you have any reason that Mr. Murdoch would want to kill your husband? No, I think the argument was probably about whose car was faster. I think it was just an accident. Thank you for coming, that's all I needed. You took up half an hour with that. And she's gone. Okay, so we need to call the medical examiner. Oh, here we go. Dr. Stephen Wakeland. She did it. What did she do, though? She wasn't there. That we know of. 4, 6, 7, 2, 3, 0, 0. Ring, ring, ring. Medical examiner's office. Hello, I'm an attorney with Mackenzie Brackman. May I speak to Dr. Rayfield? Please hold. This is Dr. Rayfield. Hello, I'm Victor. I'm an attorney representing Timothy Murdoch in the case of Edward Bennett's death. I have your report. Can you answer some questions for me? Depending on the question, yes. I'm not going to ask him if he's checked for alcohol. He obviously did. We'll ask about other intoxicating substances. We did the normal battery of tests for commonly abused drugs. None were found. Cool. I'm not going to ask you about the alcohol because we know he's drank at least one. Can you explain the elevated white blood cell count? The subject may have been ill. I really can't speculate more than that. Findings were unclear. His regular doctor might know. Do you know who his regular doctor is? Could he have had a heart attack or seizure? There was no evidence of the damage to the heart or the brain that was consistent with the automotive impact itself. I'm gonna ask it. It's so stupid. Yes, it's standard in cases like this. I believe we found no appreciable level. That's all I needed. I'm a dumbass. I'm sorry. She gave him extra white cells. He suffocated from not enough red blood cells. Okay. Okay, we could call Sandra or Joe. Ooh. Actually, let's call Joe Spinozzi. Spinozzi. So he's going to be further down here. Here we are. 9, 7, 5, 2, 1, 9, 3. He might not have enough time to actually investigate anything. We've only got 2 hours left. Spinozzi, Investigative Services. Joe speaking. Hey Joe, this is Victor at Mackenzie Brackman. I need some help tracking down some information. Sure, no problem. What do you need? Look into Christine Bennett. Find out what you can about Christine Bennett. No problem. Need anything else checked out? Yeah. Edward Bennett's doctor, who is he? No problem. Need anything else checked? Yeah. The, insurance policies. No problem. Need anything else checked out? Nah. I'll get back to you as soon as I get some. Bye. I've only got an hour and 16 minutes left, mate. There is someone in this book, in this, what's it called? Phone book, that is literally called Southland Teen. Well, fuck it. Let's call the Southland Teen. 6 true. What? Because I'm just inspired. 3, 2. Ring, ring, ring. It's gonna be like, hello? No answer. Okay, Southland Teen didn't want to speak to us. Is that man gonna call me back? Who else was there? It was the other Joe. Who was the other Joe? Let's see. Alpine Photo Supply, Department of Motor Vehicles, American Institute of Typography. What case would you be on that you'd need to call the American Institute of Typography? Becca, Bennett, Brandt, Borelli, Borston, Browning, typologist consultant. So at least one of these cases is very much about typology, about typography. California Department of Corrections, Al Chambers, Child Protective Services. I guess that's Zoe Clemens. She's the DA. I could have called her rather than going over. Robert Donner, Jake Flahy, Joe Flandry. Here he is. 6612891. Ring, ring, ring. No answer. He didn't answer me. Joe! I suppose I don't really have time to speak to him though, do I? I have wasted 8 hours. Let's just try leaving the office and going back in. Oh, no. Okay, 15 minutes. You spend considerable time but are unable to find relevant case law that would provide defense on legal or technical grounds. Well, we suck. Oh! Excuse me, Mr. Joe's on line 1 view. I'll take it, thank you. Hi, Joe, what you got for me? Here's the information on Christine Burnett, age 24. She did not look 24. High school graduate. Police records show that no wants or warrants, no felony charges, no DWI, no drinking under the influence, a couple of traffic tickets. Here's the info on Edward Bennett's insurance policy. He had life insurance, alright. $100 grand policy. His wife is the beneficiary. Pays double for accidental death. Homicidal death counts as accidental. The victim sure didn't intend to die. I guess the widow really hit the jackpot. Here's the info on his doctor. Yeah, I tracked down the doctor's name. He was on Eddie's insurance app where he worked. Doc by the name of Wakeland. Wait, we spoke to Wakeland. He's on an office in the 4th Avenue Medical Building downtown. That's good, thanks. No problem. Need anything else checked out? No. Wait. Yeah, Dr. Stephen Wakeland. He's the medical examiner. We spoke to him. Either something is skew-whiff with this game, or that man was lying to me. 467. I'm gonna call him back. Ring, ring, ring. No answer. The medical examiner is this fucking guy's lawyer. Not lawyer, he's medical doctor. Let me call the person in the thing that actually said Valley Clinic, Dr. Joe Nelson. Like, he actually looks like, maybe it's just a code fuck up. Ring, ring, ring. No answer. Fuck it, we're just gonna have to go to court. We are not prepared for this at all. The court is now come to order. Fuck, I can't speak. I'm the judge. The prosecution will present its opening arguments. While the two men were racing, Mr. Bennett's car was sideswiped by a car driven by the defendant, Tim Murdoch. Bennett's car went out of control, went over the cliff, and he was killed. Tim Murdoch was directly responsible for the death of Edward Bennett. Where's the ad break? Oh, yes, because it's a TV show. I got you. Look at him! Look at him! He's just like... The defense will now present its opening arguments. Do I get to click on something? Okay. Bennett went out of control. Bennett's not at fault. Bennett's car was tampered with by his wife, who wanted to kill him for the insurance money. Bennett went out of control and sideswiped Murdoch. The prosecution may call its first witness. Ah, shit. The prosecution calls Detective Thomas Solano to the stand. He wasn't there when I called. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, but nothing but the truth? I do. Dr. Solano, a detective, I mean, will you tell the court what you found in your investigations? The car was driven by Mr. Bennett was apparently sideswiped by Mr. Murdoch's car. The tire marks confirmed that Bennett's car went over the cliff immediately after the sideswipe. Thank you, Detective. I've no further questions for this witness. Does the defense want to cross-examine? Yeah? No, we have no questions for him. You know, I would have asked him, how can you prove that which car swiped first? Show me the evidence that's, like, consistent with, like, you know, like, if the paint scratches are going this way, then it, you know, this car was the instigating scratch. Like, you know, the one that came from behind the side. I don't know. The prosecution calls Sandra Michaels to the stand. Oh, we didn't talk to her. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, but nothing but the truth? I do. Miss Michaels, you were a waitress at the same bar as Mr. Edward Bennett's wife, is that correct? That's right. I was working the night Eddie died. Please tell the court what you saw. Eddie and Tim were arguing about something, and then they both left the bar, got into their cars, and raced off. Thank you. I have no further questions for this witness. I've got nothing. Does the defense wish to cross-examine? Did they ever race before? I don't know. I don't think they knew each other well. Did either Edward Bennett or Murdoch say anything about killing the other? No, not what I heard. Thank you. I have no further questions. Witness may step down. Your Honor, the prosecution has no more witnesses to call at this time. Defense may call its first witness. Oh. Defense calls Tim Murdoch to the stand. Ooh, going with the truth. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, but nothing but the truth? I do! Tell me again what happened. We were racing. He banged his car into mine and then went off a cliff. No way did I force his car off. The guy was a lousy driver. He couldn't handle the speed and lost control. Why would he want to sideswipe you? Objection, Your Honor. Counsel is asking the witness to speculate. I'll allow it. Please answer the question. He couldn't handle the speed and lost control. The guy was a lousy driver. How well did you know Eddie Bennett? We went to the same high school. I hung out at the bar where his wife works. He hangs out there a lot. We both like fast cars, so we got to talking. What were the two of you arguing about? We were arguing about who the better driver was and whose car was the hottest. So nothing about the wife. Thank you, I got no further questions. Prosecution wants to cross-examine. Oh, you got no questions for the witness. Alright. Witness may step down. I was hanging out the window screaming NASCAR at him. It might have had something to do with it, yeah. Are we calling Christine Bennett to the stand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I do. Did Tim Murdoch know your husband well? No, not very well. They talked a couple of times at the bar. Do you know your husband and Mr. Murdoch were arguing about? No, I wasn't there that time. Do you think any reason why my client would want to kill your husband? No, I think the argument was probably about whose car was the fastest. I believe the wreck that killed my husband was an accident. Do you know that your husband had a life insurance policy naming you as the beneficiary? Not until after his death. But I probably guessed. It seems odd that he would not mention such a policy. Did he normally make important life decisions without informing you? I don't know. In this case, he didn't tell me. You can't say, I don't know. I suppose you could say, I've never come across anything that he hasn't told me like this. So possibly. And you know further questions? You got anything, lady? No. Does the defense have any more witnesses to call? No, we do! Mr. Wanklin, he was the doctor! I want to cross-examine the doctor! And the prosecution? We rest. Yep. We're sleepy. Let us have a nap. Has the jury reached a verdict? Yes, we have, Your Honor. The foreman of the jury will now read the verdict. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty as charged. There was no proof that he sideswiped. That could have gone better. Hey, I tried for the deal, but the client wouldn't go for it. If that's the best that could have been done, at least we'll collect our fee. From who? I think you should have pushed harder next time. We owe our clients the best effort. That's all I have for now. Get the fuck out of here. Never liked the foreman. Should have got a 5-man or better. Yeah. Oh, the blown whistler. I'm gonna look to see if there is a walkthrough for this game. And then she told him what happened to the car. I thought he was gonna explode. Oh, is this guy just written a walkthrough for the first case? Has he got the second case on here as well? Oh, no. He's just got the single... Oh my god, this is a really well put together blog post about how to play this game. I'm impressed. You have a feeling that this might be coming up in my deep dives at some point, just to be like, how the fuck does this game work together? Yeah, because look, it talks all about prepping and about, you know, organizing things and like speaking to police people and then getting more depositions. Oh my god, there's so much that could be done. Look, we could do things like object to questions and request recess and then asking for continuances and move for a directed verdict and move for a mistrial. Oh my god, this game is so involved. So, I'm gonna definitely read through this, and because I'm intrigued. I actually kind of enjoyed the way this is being played out. You know, the time, you know, the 8-hour time thing. Not really, you know, happy about that. But what's it called? Just I like how this game's put out. You know, like, again, we're in that era where there was no rules to how things were put together. So it's intriguing. You always get 8 hours. There ain't nothing more. What was our score from that first game? 0 out of a possible 100. We're doing shit. Oh god. Alright.